In the year 1712, the Caribbean Sea howled beneath the fury of a ship, known only as the Black Raven. Her sails were torn by the wind, but her course never wavered. At the helm stood a man wrapped in shadow, with one eye, a weathered face, and a skull tattoo split down his right hand. His name was Edward Wraith, a name whispered across oceans. Sailors claimed he wasn't just feared, he was forgotten by death itself. Those who betrayed him didn't die, they vanished. Wraith wasn't like the other pirates, driven by gold or glory. He was chasing something older, deeper, something cursed. A legendary jewel called the Eye of Nithra. It was said to give command over sea and storm, but at a terrible price. One stormy night, after raiding an abandoned Spanish ship adrift near an unnamed island, one of his crewmen discovered a rusted iron chest, chained tightly shut. Inside was a map, ancient blood-red ink, drawn in a language no one recognized. Etched at the bottom was a warning that chilled even Wraith's spine. He who seeks the Eye of Nithra shall drown in a sea with no end. From that moment, strange things began to happen on board. At night, they heard footsteps above deck when no one was there. Whispers floated from the water, calling out names. One man screamed that something was watching him from the crow's nest. Another was found dead the next morning, eyes missing. But Wraith pressed forward. As the crew grew restless, he stood by the helm and whispered into the wind, "The true treasure hides behind the curse, and I will be the one to find it." The map led them to an island missing from all known charts. As they approached, the air grew still. No birds, no breeze, no waves. Time itself seemed to pause. Deep within a jungle, they found a ruined stone temple, covered in moss and shattered skulls. And at its gates, she waited. A woman cloaked in black, motionless, like she'd been standing there for centuries. "You're late, Captain Wraith," she said with a voice that sounded like the wind before a storm. Her name was Myra. She wasn't quite human, not quite ghost. She was the guardian of the Eye of Nithra and the servant of the sea's curse. She offered him the jewel, but not without terms. Whoever claimed it would surrender a part of their soul to the sea. And if they broke the pact, the sea would erase their name from existence. The crew fractured. Some called it madness. Others, seduced by power, bowed before the jewel. And before the sun rose, blood was spilled. Steel clashed. Screams rang out through the jungle. Half the crew died where they stood. The others ran into the shadows, never to be seen again. Captain Wraith, bleeding and alone, crawled to the Eye of Nithra. He held it in both hands, crimson dripping from his chest. He laughed softly and whispered, "I do not fear the darkness. I am its maker." From that night on, the Black Raven was never seen again. Wraith vanished. So did the jewel. But on nights when the store